Good morning. Today we are going to talk about young girls, their health, the problems faced, and safety. And I'm Dr. Monica Jain. So, coming to our common questions, which we always ask ourselves: Am I normal? Do I look good? What will people say? Will my friends like this? Does that boy think I'm pretty? Did he look at me? What should I do? Can I share with my parents? These are the general common questions that young girls often ask themselves. But we should remember that these questions are related to their adolescence. So, why are we conscious? First, because we have stepped into adolescence. What is adolescence? Adolescence is a transition from childhood to adulthood. Adolescence leads to attraction between the opposite sexes. It also develops fantasies, dream world, where we try to lose ourselves. There are mood changes, irresponsible behavior, and stubbornness due to this. We always search for identity, and sexual development creates a sense of crisis. We can't cope with our physical, emotional, and mental stress. So, what is adolescence actually? Adolescence is physical maturing, it is psychological maturing, and it is social maturing. So, physically, our body undergoes a lot of change. Our sexual organs develop, and psychologically, we get matured. People also treat us like adults. Then, the society takes us not as kids but as important members, and all of a sudden, the girl starts getting attention. There are changes in social and sexual behavior because of which. Now the question comes, what should we do? What are the problems encountered? First, there is personal and social problems. Personal problems like the change in tone of skin, pimples, hygiene problem, infections. Then there are social problems. Sometimes we are considered kids and sometimes we are considered adults. The family starts putting restrictions on us. Then there are health and self-esteem problems. Once we start menstruating, then many health problems arise with that. Especially if we are not taking a proper diet and nutrition. Then the problem of self-esteem, because we start comparing ourselves with other people. Then comes the problem of sex and reproductive health. As most of the girls get married during the age of 18 to 20, so there are some issues which they are not aware of. Home and family related problems, because people start talking about you. Conflicts of values, because the old values have no explanation, and an adolescent girl has a tendency to fight back, to ask questions, and to think her own way out. And then comes the emotional stress because of all these things. So emotionally, we are stressed. We can't be very open. We can't talk to people like we used to do it before. We can't show our love, we can't hug a person, we can't kiss a person, and at the same time, we are not considered children anymore. So, what happens? The girls make their own group and the boys make their own. So, we are separated as gender after adolescence, which puts a lot of pressure on us. Now, talking about typical Indian parents, what do they do? How do they take adolescence? And how much they teach us about our sexual development, our reproductive behavior, and the do's and don'ts. Sex education is considered awkward in India. It's very difficult for a parent to talk to their children and impart sex education. Then we can also say talking about sexuality is a taboo. Parents remain worried but do not spread awareness about sex, sexually transmitted diseases, how to prevent such conditions, and what to do if something happens. The most important factor that happens here is what I call the Barbie issue. We like Barbies and we like to be beautiful. We always make an image in our mind that we all will be like Barbies, extremely beautiful, zero figure, and for that we take a lot of efforts. So, who's beautiful according to you? Perfect features, a slim, fair, blue eyes, straight hair, zero figure girl? That's the general conception of beauty. But do you think it is true? Because acquiring all these things make us lose our self-esteem. We desire to be perfect, but we target each other instead of supporting. And we give up willingly. We laugh at each other instead of supporting. So here we have to remember that nutritional health for maximum development is really important. So my question here is, what do you like to eat? Avoid pizza, burger, sandwich, aerated drinks, preserved juices, coffee, cocktails, mocktails, French fries, vada pav, anything which is deep fried and high in calories, low in nutrition. Remember, fitness is more important than looking slim. A girl needs 2200 calories a day. Protein must be from 45 to 60 grams. Calcium is a very important part of our diet. Iron. So, we should drink milk and eat milk products. Eat a lot of green vegetables, fruits, cereals, soups, juices, regular meals, and a balanced diet. That will help us reduce our health problems and help the changes that happen during adolescence. Now, what are the health implications of sexual development? We just say, I'm fine, feeling I'm nothing to everyone. Have you ever experienced that loneliness? Do you know that generally during this time, from the age 15 to 18, girls go through reproductive tract infections, which is called urine infection in general, but it is very common, and girls don't even realize that they have an infection. If you are sexually active, then there are dangers of getting the sexually transmitted infections like AIDS. Pregnancy may be early or unwanted. You can be a subject to sexual abuse. Every sexual involvement, criminal abortions, menstrual disorders due to stress, eating disorders, and addictive behavior, which can further lead to depression and suicide. What hygiene practices should be followed during menstruation? Change napkins regularly. Use a menstrual cup if you can. Remember to take change of napkins whenever going out. Wash the genital areas after each use of toilet, even after urination. Keep the areas between the legs dry. Take bath regularly. Do not wash insides of vagina with soap or any other product. So hygiene, what to do? Keep clean, dispose your sanitary napkins properly, wash your face regularly with oil-free face wash, wash your vaginal areas frequently, clean the breasts and keep them dry, get rid of unwanted odor, do not experiment on beauty products and makeup, keep track of your periods. What can help? Always remain optimistic. Don't lose hope. Communicate with parents and with friends. Have faith in your power. Remain strong. Support your sisters. Follow your rules. And be prepared for anything that may happen. Half of the girls who have experienced sexual pressure report they are afraid that the relationship would break up if they did not give in. Please remember, it's better to break up rather than giving in, because giving in will kill your self-esteem. Nearly 1 in 4 girls who have been in a relationship reported going further sexually than they wanted as a result of the pressure. Do not fall under the pressure. Remain strong and take your own decisions. There are a lot of violent tendencies against women. People say that the surroundings are not safe. But remember, you are the one who can make it safe. Be aware of your surroundings. Avoid lonely roads. Have no fear. Fight if you can. If not, then it's better to run away. Attack with whatever you have. Remember, your nails, your heels, and your elbow is your best help. Try hitting the most sensitive parts, which is the groin, the eyes, the nose, the chin. Always tell your family before going anywhere with friends. You must inform at least 2 people where you're going. Seek help as fast as you can. Do not invite a tragedy. Develop some self-defense techniques. Hitting on the groin, hitting with an elbow on the chin, using your heels as your weapon and hitting the nose directly. Remember, Nari is Shakti, and Shakti is what we pray to. So consider yourself as important. It is in herself she will find the strength she needs. Thank you.